Welcome back to Closeness RPG and Control. We're gonna try again to hunt down that mannequin today. But first, the anchor. And then that fungus thing, I'm sure. Gotta get this done. Don't forget to hit subscribe or follow if you haven't already. Don't forget to let your friends know about the channel if you think they'll enjoy it. And let's get back to the game. This will switch to the game screen. Thank you. Okay. Go. Oh, there's no clock there yet. Ooh, can I grab the anchor before this happens? Wow. Damn. Haha. Excuse me, folks. Yeah, apparently that call can wait. Fuel efficiency, that thing is so low. Energy recovery speed, not a chance. Why? Ah, that was an accidental phone call. Just got a message. Okay, missions. Can't believe I got to the anchor that easily. Anchor procedures. Black rock paneling successfully prevents manifestation of the sphere. Chop and style anchor made of iron with a wooden stock. Surface is rusted. In places weighs 3,789 pounds. Item generates a persistent blank sphere, the purpose of which is currently unknown. The sphere is always generated at a precise point in relation to the item specifically redacted, horizontal feet, and redacted vertical feet from the redacted of the anchor. Appendix 425-1983 redacted. Range first class was dropped into the sphere wearing a diving suit with dedicated oxygen line at redacted AMEST. After 10 minutes and 30 seconds inside the sphere, redacted's oxygen line was cut at the sphere's border by unseen force. All agents room during redacted's entrance and entry into the sphere experienced vomiting, vertigo, and loss of fingernails within an hour of one another. Ranger redacted had been declared MIA, presumed dead. Jeez. I can't believe it let me cheat it like that. Okay, we have abilities. Shield strength, damage. Let's go with shield strength. These are 2 points. Ooh. That would be pretty nice. What's that? Energy recovers while shield is. Four points to get that. Okay. Where is it we need to get to? This room that's locked here. What the hell is that? Um, can't remember if I can get there from here. Please excuse any background noise you might hear. The document. After what happened at school to Mrs. Chester, we started spying on Tom and saw where they took the projector. Tommy's troglodytes were using the Sled Hill Cave as their headquarters. That's where the projector was. They'd be using the temple slide. We called it that, but really it was a broken concrete thing like a warehouse or bomb shelter or something very dark. The Knot mother lived there with her babies, Sean. I don't know. She was feeding Tom and others her milk. They were changing into little monsters. We called them dung monkeys. Except the information unconfirmed exists. Additional slide designation temple unconfirmed exists. Paranatural entity designation of mother. Okay. Ah, yes. Turntable. Just do them all like one guy. Come on. Join me. Bloody mud monkeys. Okay, what do we got here? Airplane evacuation order. The airplane question has been brought in from a private airfield located in the town of Redacted, Cincinnati. It's expected to be connected to the Redacted AV case file redacted with details and has been variable for altered status. Plane is currently being stored in the transit corridor in the containment sector brought there through the New York subway tunnel. Special access redacted. For more information on tunnel redacted and links to the urban legends centered on ghost stations, band tracks and redacted see file 4124521. Plane's black box is currently being evaluated for redacted, and initial readings have been taken by research team. The now altered status has been detected, referred to file 912-837144 report. Well, you can settle down now. Okay, this should take me to the turntable, which I keep confusing for the panopticon. Guess I'm not going that way. I can't remember how to get down there. Damn it. Why is that door closed? It was this way. Through the basement. Okay. I'm just glad I don't have to fight this thing again. Won't reactivate that. Hello, fun guys. Thought maybe I could break open. Oh yes, forgot about that. That would be bad to forget about. Frighten me like that. Why is this showing unknown? Tomasi! I had him in my clutches. Just not quick enough pulling it up. Oh, geez, I just realized I'm gonna have to run this whole distance again. Did I just go the wrong way? I can get to the turntable from here. Can I?
You mentioned a poem last time we talked.
This is gonna take me to the dump, right? There's the turntable. Straight across is Tomasi. Isn't there a closer? Guess not. Sterling AWE. Okay, Tomasi. Where the hell are you hiding? Almost like he doesn't expect. Tomasi, heal! And she wouldn't pull up a shield because she didn't have energy. Lovely. And the fungus freak's gonna be worse. Hang on. Why is Kick showing me offline? Twitch online with a bad flippin' connection. 8.1 megabits, but it's not happy. YouTube's being its usual self. Ugh.
There is a curious correlation with the yet unknowable forces intruding upon our world, in the form of altered world events. These forces gravitate toward archetypal objects.
I thought maybe that was the water cooler for a moment. Anything new, yeah? Because we have had that happen. That bloody money Tomasi's annoying. So at least. Hey, stuff. Ding, ding. Investigate the pit, yes, I know. But apparently I'm doing the Tomasi thing. Okay, what have we got here? Spin rate of fire. The other way is actually quicker, I'm sure. No. Still brings me back here. Okay. It's still upset. Okay, Tomasi, where are you? Damn it. Oh my god. I toss him at him. It's supposed to make him drop to dodge. Here we go, try the fungus. We'll come back to this doing LBE. Okay, let's go do this. Missions. Just, okay. Essential executive.
Good luck out there.
Thank you. Imagine if control is just Alan Wake writing a story while he's trapped. Missing agents. The latest agents confirmed missing, presumed dead from the containment breach yesterday. Agent Jonathan Connor, researcher Ezra Cruz, Agent Caroline Dempsey, Agent Lindsay Malcolm, Agent Charles Murray, Agent Derek Shaw. List condolence will be delivered to you to sign prior to sending them to their families. You'll update as soon as additional confirmation are made. Also, per your request, a network engineer checked how many cases were backed up, potentially unfortunately large number of active investigations not archived yet, and only hard copies of reports exist beyond the firebreak. They're lost, I'm afraid. Hello, projector. Check the supplement. Note, miscommunication led to a local coroner examining the body of William Burrow William, male, Caucasian, case summary, 33-year-old man found dead on his property per police report. Remains obtained from coroner's office also include blood, urine, bile, stomach contents, bone fragments. Autopsy findings: blunt force injuries head, A. Lacerations left ear, cheek, blunt force injuries extremities, A. Dislocation right knee, complete avulsion of the right upper extremity, associated fracture of the proximal right humerus. Sense trauma abdominal region, complete avulsion of multiple organs including stomach, heart, liver, pancreas, kidneys, and portions of large and small intestine, all missing from scene. Conclusion, in my opinion, Mr. Burrow's death is not the result of mechanical accident, but claim authorities to remove organs consistent with animal attack. Interesting. Resignation letter. To whom my concern, it's with great anger and regret I tender my resignation as head of investigation of the Federal Bureau of Control that this in protest of rampant disregard for my department is redacted. My staff cannot continue to work in these conditions. Please, previous requests and warnings have fallen on deaf ears, so I must now rely on my actions to speak louder than my words ever could. I blame the situation on now redacted, who has routinely ignored my request for assistance in claiming the parts of the investigation sector lost to the redacted release inside. I will never forget the screams of brave agents begging for us to open the firebreak. I will carry that shame for the rest of my days. The redacted has failed his agents. I shall never forgive him for that. I'm guessing the tractor's in there. Staffing issues. So, Mr. Dennis, so yes, there's an increase in AWE cases, and yes, it would be a good idea to put together a special task force to examine exactly what that is. However, it seems that tiny little details slip through the cracks. We don't have the damn staff. If you expect us to detect, investigate, and process more AWE cases, you need to give us more people. Simple math. Between the staff we lost in the Hartman thing and the ones we left out of departments after Kirkland quit, we barely managed to keep up with the workload. Hell, just filing the paperwork for the altered items we left behind in the sector has been an ordeal. Another thing, and this is going to sound paradoxical, but we have an overcrowding situation. This lobby was meant to accommodate the whole sector's worth of staff. Put forward a motion to move investigation to more suitable location months ago. Better not be sitting on your desk. People are getting restless, and as Kirkland's interim replacement, it's your job to handle it. Best regards, Agent Grayson. Yep. That makes sense. Helmet. Cool. Official warning from the trench. Kirkland, I'm growing tired of your blatant incompetence at my doorstep. I know you want this to be true, but you're head of investigations. This is your responsibility. What do you think would happen holding a dangerous specimen in investigations? Containment Sector exists for a reason. They are better trained and better equipped for this type of work. In fact, they have admirably taken on certain AWE monitoring responsibilities staff are no longer capable of. This happens more and more now. And don't think your petty internal investigation has gone past my notice. You're a worm. Everything I've done has been for the benefit of the Bureau. The Prime Candidate program only failed because of Darling. You're both various plotting against me. You're traitors, but the truth will emerge out of you. You're choosing to become an enemy Kirkland you don't want to be. Zachariah Trench. Ooh. Trench had definitely lost that. Director investigation. Authorization from Mr. Kirkland, redacted was launched into the redacted of Director Zachariah Trench. A recent change in redacted witnessed in Director Trench, including aggressive redacted when redacted with other staff has been observed. However, this investigation is aimed at interpreting this issue rather than improving it. Notable redacted between Director Trench and Dr. Darling has been witnessed by numerous Bureau staff. Although both declined to meet for an interview on the matter, witness accounts suggest the argument centered around the dimensional research ring and the redacted kept inside. However, no evidence exists to confirm Director Trench is redacted as anything more than interpersonal disagreements. This investigation has concluded Director Trench's behavior is not indicative of any redacted, and his fitness lead is not in question. Refer to file redacted for report. I don't think so. I think he's gone over the edge. Underhill background. Read Dr. Raya Underhill. Summary. Dr. Raya Underhill is a professor at the University of Woodrow in the United Kingdom, where she teaches biology with a focus on botany. Dr. Underhill once worked for the Bureau as a parabotanist stationed in the research sector of Aldous House. She served. How is that not redacted? She served with no incidents of demerits and is praised by those who formerly worked with her, including Dr. Darling. Dr. Underhill has no known connections to paracriminal organizations or any record of breaching NDA since leaving the Bureau. Civilian behavior has been ideal, with the exception of ongoing personal in relationship with Dr. Darling. It appears to have begun during their time as co-workers in the research sector and revisited intermittently ever since. Depending on the duration of her work at the Old House, you may be required to have both parties sign a relationship clearance form. This investigation has found no compelling reason to deny Dr. Darling's request to offer to Underhill an interim position with the aim to finding a solution to the multi-specialty issue. Alrighty. Pop. Weapon armor damage 78. Have we got a better one? 66. No. There is currently ammo refund. Let's try that. The stairs were right there. Another file. Cauldron Lake update. Chief Investigator Dennis, it happened again, third time this year. Something certainly has it out for redacted. Could be raccoons. The locals certainly complain about them enough. But why the hell would raccoons keep going after a monitoring station? Doesn't add up. You know, I've got a Bureau Tech going to site next week to take a look. The guy's trapped there in LMA 2. Next on the list of recurring problems is the staff at the Lake House Research Station. How am I supposed to effectively keep an eye on redacted lake if they won't let me see any data? Oh, I don't know what they're researching out there. We need to petition them again to share the info with investigations agents. Only a matter of time before this redacted hits again, and I want to be prepared. Anyway, if anyone at HQ asks why Bright Falls reports a little thin this month, tell them it's because we couldn't take any readings. Meantime, I might invest in some raccoon traps. Sincerely, Agent Estevez. It was Estevez at the site, wasn't it? Okay, we got power break. Bloody hell, more. Darling investigation. Official findings report read Dr. Casper Darling, internal confidential summary. Per authorization from Ms. Kirkland, the internal investigation D084-5 was launched into the ethical practices of Dr. Casper Darling, head of research. Despite the accounts of anonymous redacted regarding inhumane treatment of a redacted currently housed in the Bureau, our official findings regarding this were conclusive. Numerous obstacles arose during this investigation. The majority of redacted sector personnel seem to be highly unaware of any such redacted contained there. One redacted confirmed the redacted's code name to be redacted, but all files pertaining to that name were inaccessible, being classified under the highest clearance level. Investigators were similarly blocked from entering the redacted research wing to defeat its staff. The matter was further complicated by the lack of clarity on whether non-human paranatural entities warrant humane treatment. While this investigation cannot address any charge against Dr. Darling, we do recommend an investigation in redacted research. Wow. And the case inquiry. Mr. Dennis, a request came through recently from an FBI agent asking for all our files on the Bright Falls, specifically on the disappearance of author Alan Wake. Per the interagency information exchange agreement, I had some paper pushers gather up a follow of all the pre-approved files. Don't worry, all the inappropriate material is either missing or redacted. But I'm writing to let you know we received this request from a Swiss named Alex Casey. Sounds familiar, right? That's because Alex Casey is the name of the fictional detective in those hard-boiled crime books Alan Wake wrote. Pretty interesting that an FBI agent sharing a name with the most famous character Wake wrote is looking into a case dealing with a writer's fiction coming true. I think this is worth looking into, but what's your opinion? Just give the word and I'll start spraying in the sky, especially Investigator Gleason. Yeah. All the hints that were baked in here. Can I grab this? Yes. I was looking for an alternative place to plug this. There it is. Track the procedures. So this is what we got on the other side of this damn gate. Item is now in Bureau custody, not known. Frank Out tractor, olive green, dry blood on the grill when last seen. Items capable of vocalized responses or growls, unmanned locomotion, considered highly aggressive and dangerous. Ahti first came to the Bureau's attention after the death of William Burrow, owner of Burrow Farm, outside of Trenton, Texas. Local authorities arrived on the scene after an employee found a mutilated body of Mr. Burrow beneath his tractor. Police arrived were immediately driven away by the tractor. Panic calls to federal authorities to intercept by Bureau communication staff team was dispatched. Upon arrival, agents approached the item and responded by grounding a bear. The 3 agents were injured when they tried to detain the item, which escaped. Aerial search for the item are ongoing. Speaking to Mr. Burrow, Annie revealed that she had a domestic altercation with Mr. Burrow earlier than after the incident, where these events are connected is currently unknown. And another fucking one. Ethics investigation. Official findings, Prime Candidate Program. Per authorization from Ms. Kirkland, internal investigation P142-9 was launched to the legality of the Prime Candidate Program by the Federal Bureau of Control. Since all known subjects relevant to the investigation used executive privilege to decline reviews, very little first-hand information was gathered. However, anonymous sources and documentation declassified by Mr. Kirkland both paint an alarming clear picture of systematic redacted and redacted. Redacted will be brought into the oldest house and placed under redacted examination and testing with the aim of appointing one as director upon maturity. This program has produced no successful case and only resulted in a traumatic redacted or paranaturally inclined redacted. Not only is this in breach of the Ash Act, but it flies in the face of basic human redacted. This investigation team unequivocally redacted the Prime Candidate Program and recommends that it be redacted immediately. It should just never have been conducted as it was. What was this powering is what I want to know. Lights. They were powering lights. Another file, specimen escape assessment, incident A-49. Purpose of internal investigation X039-7 is to examine the containment failure of specimen SI-1 that resulted in the deaths of redacted agents. An inspection report of the containment equipment 3 days earlier showed no faults. Investigations suspect human error to be the cause, yet no department is providing evidence to support this. Technicians were able to recover the research notes on the specimen from the internal network. On the redacted, the specimen began displaying sharp increases in aggressive redacted. Cross-referencing that data with various logs found only 2 events consistent with the restrictor's daily routine. 1, air faults were changed to 2, an hour prior to the incident, somebody named Alice redacted. Alice Wake entered the sector regarding an unrelated investigation. Can't be Alice Wake. Given the connection to the same AWE case, it's likely it misses. Yep, it is. Wake's presence is relevant to the specimen's escape and the redacted investigation ongoing. What is this, a flashlight? Yes. Oh, sorry, meant to claim that. Oh my god, another one. List organization. This group individual has operated outside the Bureau's notes for decades, perhaps longer, displaying a level of skill and caution really seen in paracriminal groups. A review of past cases has found various mentions of the activity over the years. In 2016, a production company called Blessed Pictures was connected to an alter item case, as well as the death of an agent from exposure to illicit paranatural materials. In 1994, a Los Angeles-based public speaker named Chester Bless was involved in the illegal use of an item. In 1988, a business called Bless Repair and Service was suspected of involvement with an object of power case, perhaps even creating it. None of these businesses or individuals have ever been located. However, their connection to appearance of altered items and objects of power is too direct to be considered circumstantial. An arrest order has been issued for any person believed to be involved with the Blessed organization. Yeah, too little too late, huh? Oh, it's a light switch. Alan! Disturbing, to say the least. He's the dark man. The shadow. Tom came in as well. Springs. Keepers. Never heard that one before. So I think I have. Okay. Because Jesse is trapped in there with him. She actually managed to open that room. Or did it just open for her? It's not. It's actually not done. That ladder's still there. Can I see outside? I can see another room. An advert? A reflection of a room with shutters. Is that an advertising board? There's Alan Wake's desk. No, it's a reflection of this. Things are different this time. Make everything quiet. Okay, got the keys. Sir, you wound me. Ah, shit. Ah. What's really gonna blow your mind is, does that wake even exist? Okay, this looks exactly like the other end. Except that things are floating, yeah. Yeah, bathroom. Impact boost. Is that what that last ability is? Melee damage after melee kills. Alright, that's new. Altered realities. I thought there might be agents trapped in here. Shaded facet. Category 2 92340 investigations. 23 jukebox tokens. I struggled to find jukebox tokens the first time I played through this. Filing and processing. Ah, shit. Oh no, you are. Oh, are you still... Oh. I was gonna say, are you still alive? But it's not the same guy. Seized reload. What? How the hell does that work? Weapon reload after seizing enemy. Interesting. Conceptual material. Okay, what we got here? Arm and the wrist. Hartman, there we go. Hartman, Emil, victims' names: Wake, Allen, Anderson, Tor. Anderson, Odin, redacted, Lane, Rudolph, Dessol, Wendy. Emerson, Thomas, redacted. Officer names: Dennis, Special Agent Remy. Charges: Code 4, kidnapping of altered individuals, 1 count. Code 8, sanctions against altered organizations, 1 count. Code 37, obstruction of bureau investigation, 1 count. Code 74, breaching the Ash Act, 6 counts. Additional notice: offender's property seized as evidence to be used in conjunction with ongoing AWE investigation. Offender's personal effects have been sent to research for analysis. After being cleared by bureau researchers, all victims have been released. Biannual surveillance orders were assigned to each except the Anderson brothers due to their senility and Wake possibly deceased. But that hasn't happened yet. I can punch all through walls. I did not know that. Now I need to go back and flip and try punching every wall. That line just won't die. All those closed off rooms. I need to go and flip and search for hidden doorways. Service tunnel. Foot gossip. What? My feet gossip at night and now I have to wear shoes to bed, sincerely me. Someone's been at the bureau way too long. can't go through there. Apparently. I had to try. Okay, I have faced this before. How did I not remember it? Faden, yeah. Any more spores? Okay. Here's a crumble. Pretty sure the last one I played, the lights flipping ended up burning out there. Just did. Yeah, we're actually over time already, so I don't know how much longer we're going to keep at this. Where the hell? Operations. Where are you, Hartman? I've actually done this one before. It sucked. Eagle Limited summary. A train derailment resulting in 60 casualties and numerous injuries suspected to have been the work of a paracriminal group known as Redacted. As a result of this event, the agents discovered that one of the cars being altered with a persistent auditory event. It remains to be determined whether the AWE was spontaneous or a direct result of the sabotage. Bureau has been tracking said group at the time, and the intel gathered suggests an event of this caliber was imminent in Bloomington. As a result, the response team was on site and was able to respond to the train accident site within minutes of its occurrence. The right found emergency process underway, but also equipment left behind by the suspected group. Suspicious onlooker managed to elude agents after they attempted to make contact. Further investigation of the accident site revealed a curiously undamaged train car that exhibited an altered state when entered. Visual car was secured and transported to the investigation sector for further studies. Shadows. Paranatural entity A010, aka the Shadow, is an aggressive redacted consisting of 3 known types. Type A, localized manifestations of sentient redacted, capable of occupying organic and inorganic material as well as exerting redacted over its surroundings. Type B, shaded individuals. Human bodies redacted by the Shadow. These individuals are notably more aggressive but do seem to retain redacted of their previous selves. Research is ongoing as to whether this condition is reversible. Type C, shaded objects. Similar to Type B, except that inanimate objects are redacted, so to be used as destructive tools. Each type seems to work towards a shared goal, possibly targeting certain individuals, see AWE 35, which may imply a shared link to a redacted intelligence. Threat this entity poses warrants immediate exploration of offensive defense measures, investigation sectors being up with additional light and sources, some internally powered, prepare for the eventually of it redacted.
My understanding of the darkness is fragmented, incomplete. This abyss, this void, it very much does not wish to be understood. If light symbolizes knowledge, then it stands to reason that darkness would equate to ignorance. By its very nature, it abhors comprehension. Of course, my own nature drives me to comprehend all. The light of truth will burn away the darkness, figuratively and literally. Any single light source can be used as protection, even weaponry against this metaphysical gloom. And then there are the artists. I know for a fact that Tom, Wake, the Anderson brothers, and Lane all had some involvement with the darkness. The question is whether their uncanny ability to affect reality through their art beckons the darkness, or did their work perhaps even create it? With Wake now secure in my lodge, I expect I shall grow closer to learning the answers to these questions. Assuming he cooperates, which is proving quite the challenge. Well, perseverance is the foundation of knowledge. Speaking of, I must be off on my rounds.
Abduction. Okay. I have no idea what I just unlocked there. What I do know is that facing Hartman is a fucking nightmare. So you put me on a desk sheet because I did the thing I was fucking hired to do. My job. Want to know what I call that? Bullshit. Asking us to interrogate this scum without using words like altered items, AWEs, or paracriminal is the stupidest thing I've heard in my life, and I've heard some fucking stupid things. They already know the facts. Hell, they know just as much as us, if not more. And they get to sit there laughing at us while we dance around our words, trying not to leak classified terminology. They already know the fucking terminology. If you think putting me off the case will stop me, then think again. That piece of shit blew up those tracks. He killed those people, all to make a train turn altered. We have him dead to rights, and you need to get him back in the interrogation so I can get him flip on his buddies. These people are terrorists and deserve to be treated as such. They won't stop unless we stop them. You can go ahead and put me on suspension, see if that slows me down, Agent Hewitt. I need to find... Oh my god, another...
Agent Fisher, Grid 6 inside the hotel. Utilized surveillance methods are as follows. Fiber optic cameras slid under the individual room doors. Motion detectors in the lobby area. Tripwire, triggering a flash camera across the main entrance using fingerprint power on the front desk. Results are very mixed. Mostly just inconclusive and unusable. The footage is corrupted, sometimes even the equipment. I don't know how, exactly. I think this place is making fun of me. That's the only explanation. I can hear them laughing and screaming behind the closed doors. I can hear the call bell going ding multiple times a day, but when I look, there's no one there. I know I'm supposed to stay out of sight, but I've seen the doors closing just before I can catch even a glimpse of anyone or anything. They're messing with me, whoever they are. I think. Wait. Shh. Do something. I gotta get this. Gotta get the cable out. Come on, you fiber optic fuck, cooperate. Okay, there we go.
Weird.
Alright. That was faint, but I definitely I think I might have finally caught one. Ha! The recording better work this time or I swear to God. What? Hello? Who's there? Oh shit. I'm with the FBC. Move away from the door. I have a... Where's my...
Is it still playing? I just want to get back to the control point. Wish I could unlock more. Okay, so I need 4 points for that. Construct search. Search for adhesive munitions detonate when manually triggered or if the timer expire. Give it a try. Shoot the dodge efficient. Evade cost after weapon kills. Interesting concept. Prime damage boost. Accuracy, reload efficiency, blast radius. That could come in handy. 63, 59. Search. Okay, so you have to double tap. All right. And that is where we're leaving it for today. Well, thank you for joining me again. Don't forget to hit that subscribe or follow if you haven't already. Don't forget to let your friends know about the channel if you think they'll enjoy it. If you're over on YouTube, give it a thumbs up, thumbs down if you don't enjoy it. Leave me a comment, let me know what you liked, what you didn't like, what you'd like to see again, what you'd like to see in the future. And if you'd like to support us financially, don't forget we do have membership, where we've got access to our Discord and members only content. Members only early content. Until next time, folks, take care out there.